Sky News presenter Adam Bolton has enraged Brexiteers by labelling pro-Brexit Tories as far-right. I watch Sky News a lot. If you ever came to my house, you'd hear Kay Burley in the background mumbling away, and that occasional dramatic music they have during the weather forecast, it's always on in the background, so I'm up to date with everything on Brexit. But that doesn't mean I don't have issues with Sky News as a channel. I think for a news organisation of its size, and given the fact that it really doesn't have that much competition, let's be honest, I'd expect its presenters to be a little bit more sensible when it comes to Brexit, especially veteran journalist and newscaster Adam Bolton. Now, I could take a cheap shot here at Adam Bolton and bring up the videos of him swearing and losing his rag, and, well, maybe I'll do that actually. Watch this.
Yeah, if Beth comes, put her in there, and then she can go away. I know. Just put the f***ing seat in. Yeah, well, she's got to come and sit here if she wants to be on telly. Well, in the past few minutes, Mr. Johnson arrived. What the Sit down there! Stop around!
But to be fair, that's not my issue with him. I understand how easy it is to get annoyed. When you're filming stuff like this, it gets annoying when you're doing it by yourself like I do, but especially when you're out on site, filming out in public and doing stuff like that, and you've got people doing different things with cameras, it does get annoying. So, okay, I'm going to forgive him for that one. And instead, I want to look today exclusively at a tweet that he made the other day, which labelled Tory Brexiteers as far-right, which I just think is so wrong for so many different reasons. Twitter user Carrie Simmons wrote, "Supporting Brexit does not make you far-right. Tedious, insulting, and just plain wrong to keep stating that it does." To which Adam Bolton replied, "Unless you are a Tory, in which case it kinda does." Really? It does? I mean, the Tories are barely even right-wing these days, let alone far-right. This is how the media muddy the waters over this whole far-right issue. They not only label normal working decent people as far-right who are concerned about extremism and terrorism, that's far-right apparently, but they even call the Tories far-right. So what then are the neo-Nazis in Britain who are committing terror attacks? You know, the neo-Nazis in Britain who are being arrested for terror plots and things like that, because they do exist. Are they the super-duper extra far-right? I mean, muddying the waters on this issue is so dangerous, and Adam Bolton just makes it harder to identify the real far-right who operate in Britain and in Europe and even in America. In order to deal with this kind of extremism, real extremism, then we must be able to at least accurately define it in the first place. And Adam Bolton doesn't seem to get this, and when he was called out for it, he just doubled down. He said, "I get the sense that a lot of you don't like any comment that challenges your prejudices. You are following the wrong person then." Well, excuse us for following you, a major national journalist who we see on the telly every day. Excuse us for expecting you to be reasonable. Millions of people still rely on the mainstream media for rolling news coverage and breaking news coverage, so we expect journalists to be fairly objective and sensible, but it's just not the case, is it? Adam Bolton of Sky News made this point very clear recently when he labelled Brexiteer Tories as far-right. Not only is this victimising decent, normal people who just want to live in a free and independent nation, but it's muddying the waters about the real far-right in Britain. You know, the neo-Nazi groups that are being arrested for terror plots and trying to kill an MP. There is a real discussion to have about this, but Adam Bolton and people like him clearly have their own political agenda which they care more about, so they don't care if they muddy the waters about the far-right and call normal, decent people far-right. Wouldn't it be nice if the media just stopped misrepresenting people? We're not funded by the government, we don't have big sponsors, and we certainly don't have massive donors. If you'd like to help support our work, please go to rebeldonations.com/thebuck.